Let's take a look at the reports available to us when we're checking our VAT. So if we go to the taxes on the left hand side, click on taxes, we'll enter the VAT centre here. And just to the right, next to prepare return, there's a little drop down arrow, and if we click on there, you'll find the reports available to you. So we've got a smart scan, which is the robot checking your VAT return and making suggestions. We've got our summary, an overview of our return, the detail that sits behind the summary, a list of exceptions if there are any, so those are changes from a previous VAT period that will be brought into this return, and an audit report, which is a PDF report summarising these reports. So let's start with the view summary. This gives us an overview of our boxes 1 to 9 of our VAT return for the period, but this will not include any exceptions. This is purely the data for the period in question, the quarter in question here, and we'll summarise your VAT with a VAT on sales, VAT on purchases, and then the net figure, and then your turnover figures here. So that's a summary that basically says if we've checked everything and it's fine and there's no exceptions, that would go off to HMRC. If we look at, again, back into taxes and look at the detail that sits behind those numbers, we can do that by going in and checking the view VAT detail report, and that's going to break down the entries in each of those boxes. So it's starting off with your box 1, it will show you the entries listed, and this is a report that you should check in detail, make sure you're happy that the information is correct based on the entries in there. There's nothing that's looking strange in your box 1, your box 4, and it carries on through 6 and 7 there as well. So that's a report that you would check in detail, looking for potential mistakes in your VAT, potentially VAT that you've missed claiming, so it's well worth the time invested to check on that. Again, if we go back to our taxes on the left hand side, the third report that we'll look at in here is your exceptions, and if you've made any changes to a previous return and it's going to come through to the current return, they would appear on the exception report. So that report again needs to be looked at to see if there's anything on it, and if there's anything on there we need to be happy with the entries. In this occasion there's nothing on my exception report, so I've not made any changes to the previously filed returns. Again, if I go into my taxes there, we can have a look at the smart scan. So again, you get there through the little drop down smart scan, and there is another session that we're running which shows you how to analyse that smart scan in a bit more detail. We can also look at the download audit, and the download audit again is a summary of these reports. But the three main reports that you will be checking will be the view summary, VAT detail and exceptions before you send your VAT return off, but also we'll go into the smart scan to check whether the robot is suggesting anything to us in terms of checking our VAT return for us. So those are the reports available to you to check the VAT return.